I never ever saw a fairy, and I never, I always wondered, you know, are there fairies out there? And if they are, why aren't they showing themselves to me? So then I spoke to a lady there not too long ago, and she was telling me how she was in, they were walking actually, in broad daylight, and they walked into Musselbed, past Musselbed, and if anybody remembers, or anybody knows anything about Musselbed, was a huge rock right at the end of the second pond that you could sit on and fish from the pond, from the rock if you wanted to. And I used to spend a lot of time there. And this lady was telling me how when they were walking, herself and another girl were walking, and as they walked past the rock, they saw the two little boys sitting on the rock, and she said it was a cold day, but they were dressed in shorts and little shirts, and they waved to them as they went by and said hello, and so they went on, paid no more attention than that. They just figured it was two little children there. So that was all right, but I remember then, it brought back to me then very much the same picture, but I paid no attention to it at the time. I was in there one time fishing. It was probably 8, 9 o'clock, because I spent very late, I'd be in there usually very late. Because everybody knows if you're fishing in the pond, you have to wait until just about dark to catch anything. So, and on the way out, I saw those two little children. I didn't think of them as children. They were sitting on the rock, and they weren't fishing. And I asked them, you know, are you fishing? Yes. Are you from nearby? Yes. Do you live in North River? No. So I just carried on a conversation like that. I never got much out of them in the way of who they were or what they were, so I went on home. And when I went home, I said to them, I said, you know, it's really, really late, and there's two small children into the pond, and I don't know why, but I said, somebody must be there with them. So Doug passed on the same thing. He said, well, you know, maybe the father or the mother is there in the, you know, fishing somewhere, and the two of the boys are sitting on the rock. And I never thought no more about it than that. But apparently those two little people have been seen by more than me, and you know, they've seen in years in spaces, and yet those two people have not aged. They're still two little boys. End of story.